Hello and welcome to NoMansSky, everybody. ElanPaul here with your weekend anomaly mission. This is the weekend of August 8th through 10th, 2025. I'm going to see what we get started with today. I have an inkling as to what it might be, because I think I've seen some previews, but we'll see what happens. I'm on one of my many bases that I have across the world. This is a paradise planet with some wacky animals down below, and one of our Sentinel Guardians sitting down there. I've got this place just starting to move along, but not quite yet. I've got a lot of work to do on this place before I can reveal it. But we're going to go ahead and get started here from this planet, this beautiful place, and we're going to go ahead and head out and get the anomaly pulled in. It's always into an asteroid field when I don't need one. Absolutely amazes me. Alright. There we go. So like I said, I've seen a preview of what our anomaly mission is for the weekend. And if any of you have done it yet too, well, then you already know what's coming. The first thing we're going to notice as we get in here, of course, is you look at the Nexus there in the center. You got the little bluish colored emblem above the Nexus indicating that we have a special mission ready for us. So let's get started, see what our rewards will be. Here we go. Roots of aggression. So we're going to be eliminating hazardous flora again. We're going to do a little weed eating basically. And it looks like my rewards are 1800 quicksilver, of course, and I'm getting a walker brain out of this. So that's always pretty cool. Alright, good. What's the other reward? 337 nanites. Excellent. Okay, so let's go ahead and initialize my mission and get started. Now, as usual, as we get started, we'll start talking about some news. A lot of people are wondering what is going on with NoMansSky. Why haven't we seen an expedition yet? Where's the latest update? What is happening? Well, first things first, we all know about the plushies that are supposed to be released on U2s. That's Y-O-U-T-O-O-Z, U2s. There's 2 NoMansSky plushies that are going to be available tomorrow. So watch U2s. It'll give you a countdown timer. Can't even think straight here. A countdown timer to let you know when you can start purchasing them. Hopefully they don't get sold out too quick. I want to get my hands on one as well. At least one of them. There's 2 of them, but I'm not going to tell you what they are. You check for yourself. So that's going to be for the anniversary tomorrow, August 9th, which is the 9th anniversary of NoMansSky. So this planet we're coming up on is a planetary anomaly, Ancient Bones, Emerald. So if any of you don't have access to the green star systems, this is it. You can always make a small base here and harvest some stuff, and that way you can get things that you couldn't normally get in any other possibility without getting the upgrades that you need. Anyway, moving along. Now, we do have to come to we'll talk a little bit more news in just a moment. We have to get to this spot, and we have to watch for a grave marker. Grave marker's very important here. See, it says to search. Now, if I pull this up, target at the bottom left corner should tell us how close we're getting. So it's coming up right there at 100. It should be right in front of us. There you go. Very cool. A lot of guys have been bugging me about doing that, so there you are. So now we know how close we are to it. Okay, so let's do the unknown grave. The atmosphere here buzzed by the strangling vines. Very little ammunition. The fallen traveler's log seems to mention the floral infestation, but holds no further clues. I will need to scout to locate the hazardous flora. Leave. Now, for me, the good news is I'm starting near what appears to be a cave. And you know as well as I do that those are hazardous flora right there. Since we need to get 4 of them, if you start near your cave, good for you. Go to your mining laser. In this case, my hijacked one. 3, 4, 5, 6, right up front, just like that. There's another one right there. 7. Any more? Right out in the open. Look at that. 7. Oh, there's more right there. Look at that. 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 already, and I've only just started. This is hilarious. So I don't even have to talk about it. I'm going to stick with the cave. Now you can look around and look for hazardous plants that might be on the surface itself, like right up there. There it is, number 12. Okay. But you can also just stick to the caves and look for hazardous flora in the caves themselves. I'm just going to step in here for a moment. A lot of carbon in here, so that's always a good thing, right? Great way to pick up some extra carbon. Look at that. So if you need some carbon, guys, and you have a hijack laser, look how much carbon I just got in the last couple moments. Almost 1,000 carbon. There we go. 1,000. I think that's enough, don't you? So, there's a plant right in front of me somewhere. I swear I don't see it. Is it at the ceiling? I wonder if it's underneath me in the cave. That would be interesting. But we're going to go ahead and head over here. There should be 2 more right there. There we go. 1, 2. Done. Mission complete. Look at that. The fastest mission I've ever had. Almost as fast as Jason and his No Starter Ship Challenge. Not quite. Not quite, right? Alright, let's get out of this cave here and make my way back to my ship, which is right there. Alright, good deal. So all we need to do is basically head back to the Anomaly and claim our reward. Oh, okay, so there's something I didn't know about, guys. You do have some aggressive animals here. At least that's what it appears to be. So keep your eyes peeled. So there's plenty of these plants all over the place, just to give you a heads up. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Let me just see. I haven't shot any other animals. Let me just see if I get close to one, whether it becomes aggressive or not. Okay, no. It might be because... Oh, wow, they got every single type here. Look at that. Okay. Let me get a little closer to some and just see if they attack. Yep, they will attack. Okay. So, we have aggressive animals here. That's something to keep an eye on. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and exit the planet and we'll talk a little bit more. So, getting back to the update. Will it come soon? Well, the plushies are being released tomorrow, like we said. 9th anniversary NoMansSky. We don't think we're going to see anything this evening, but what I do expect to see is possibly an emoji over the weekend. Now, that said, please keep in mind that Sean does things by his own schedule, number 1. Number 2, the next thing you want to see is you're going to see sales on NoMansSky. They're going to start dropping the pricing. Watch Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, watch all the usual places you can find NoMansSky, and watch the price get slashed. If you suddenly see a sale price appear, that means that we're about to have a drop. We're going to get a new update and possibly a expedition. We should be seeing an expedition with this one, and I've been told, I've heard rumors that it is a very special one, and that we're going to be very, very surprised by what's going to happen. That's all I know so far. I don't know anything else. By the way, don't forget you can change your exit setting before you complete your mission. Don't forget that here, folks. Okay? I'm going to stay in the same system I'm in right now. Or I'll return to the home system, pardon me. There. So, that said, that takes care of what I had to do here. Let me check the... Another sign is at the Quicksilver vendor. If you check number 1, you can see how much progression we've made. I'm not seeing a lot of progression. We haven't even completed Tier 1, and as you know, we had just started this tier last weekend. So it's been almost an entire week, and we've only just coming up on the end of Tier 1. This tells me that there's a good chance we're not going to see the expedition this week. So we may be waiting an extra week for it. So he may allow the plushies to get sold out, and maybe by next weekend we'll see the emoji drop. But we want to watch the pricing. So watch the pricing on the game. Watch for the emoji drop either over the weekend, which could happen this weekend, but now I'm beginning to wonder whether it's not going to happen in another week. We got to complete these out. And we'll see a completion of these as we get closer to it. So there is that. Okay. And then number 3... And that, well, that was number 3, I think. So number 4, let's see, is going to be, let me see, we covered that and that. We should start seeing things happen over here at the terminal. You'll start to see the old expedition disappear completely, especially if you played it. It's still here, okay? So I can create the Starship multi-tool, and this is going back months. So Relics was the last one we did. So number 19 is coming up. It hasn't replaced this yet. Usually we'd see that happen over the weekend. We're not seeing that here. So that's another sign that maybe it's not going to happen this weekend. So there's that. There have also been rumors of Light No Fire possibly rearing ahead, that everybody thinks it could drop at the end of the year, mainly because there's a lot of big games coming out next year, and they don't want to compete with that. So if they release it this year, it'll give it an advantage. We'll see what happens. I don't know if any of that information is true or not, but it is something to think about. Anywho, we're going to complete our Anomaly mission for the weekend at this point. We want to thank you all for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I will be doing a stream on Saturday this week, an unusual stream. I don't usually stream on Saturdays. This Saturday, I will be doing one sometime at around 3, possibly a little later, but I do expect that I might be starting around 3:30 this weekend, Eastern time, that is. And we'll see you there. We'll be doing a couple of NoMansSky runs into the speed running of the... We're going to speed run an abandoned universe with no starter ship, and we're going to see how fast we can get it done this time. We're not going to be afraid of restarts. We're going to try to get it done and see how quickly we can do it this time around. All right, guys, take care. We will see you then tomorrow, and I will see you next weekend otherwise. Take care, everybody.